Sasha. I did what you asked of me. Yes, you did. And I thank you. Please, Sasha. Please tell me what happened. Why was I left here? Хорошо. We were only babies when it happened. Papa was a hitman. He killed a lot of people. One of those people was the son of the head of the Dragovich family. The Dragovich family. Da, at that time, they were the most powerful of all the crime families in Russia. After that killing, there was a hit put out on our entire family. Mama and Papa decided it was best to split us up, and we were sent to live with friends of Papa's. The war between the two families lasted almost 20 years, but we won. Papa killed them all. Only Alexei, the head of the Dragovich family, remained alive. Well, one night, Papa broke into his house and went up to Alexei's bedroom. They came face to face, both of them with guns drawn. They both pulled their triggers at the same time. Papa shot Alexei right between his eyes, and Alexei shot our father in the heart. They both lay dead on the same floor. When the police arrived, they found a little girl hiding under the bed. The one member of the Dragoviches that survived the massacre. Alexei's 2-year-old daughter, Zara. Zara Dragovich? Da. She was beaten to death in Wentworth by a prisoner, Rita Connors. Yes, I heard all about it. Well, to answer your question, a few months after our parents sent us away, they decided it was best we stuck together. Mama came back for us. First me, then you. When she showed up at the Ferguson's house, they were gone. She spoke to the neighbors and they told her they had moved away months earlier. No one knew where they'd gone. Mama searched for you for years. And then she got sick and no longer had the strength to do it. When you showed up in Moscow, Mama was over the moon with joy until you opened your mouth. You are lucky Papa is dead, or he would have killed you with his bare hands had he heard the despicable things you said to Mama. I have to speak to her. I have to tell her how sorry I am. I was blinded by anger and rage. I have to make things right with my mother. With our mother. Yes, our mother. What happened to the people that adopted you? Where are they now? Dead. My father, he drowned my mother in the bath when I was a little girl. When I found out the truth about who I was, I confronted him. I was angry. Things got heated. I killed him. It was my first time taking a life, but not my last. You are a Milenkovic after all.
Больше водки? Да, спасибо. За здоровье. За здоровье.
Vera, did we have a meeting scheduled? No. I'm here because of Ray. Cassie Ray, you have to let her out of the slot, Erica. I will let her out when I'm ready, and not a moment sooner, Vera. The women need to understand I mean it when I say I won't tolerate any violence in this prison. Have one of the guards bring Bridget Westfall into my office, please. Yeah, okay. Thanks. And close the door on your way out. There you are. We've been looking all over for you. Didn't you hear us on your walkie-talkie? What? No. I must have been daydreaming. Are you all right, Vera? Did either of you know Joan was adopted? No. Why? I looked through Joan's safe. and all of her important documents were in there. I found adoption papers. The people who adopted her are both dead. The mother drowned in a tub. The father was killed. His eyes were gouged out. Her birth certificate says she was born in Russia. I did some digging. Ferguson's got a sister. A sister? A twin sister. Sasha Milenkovics. Milenkovics? Why, as in Irina and Mila Milenkovics? That's right. They're Joan's nieces. What? I don't know all the details, but from what I could find out, it looks like Joan is a part of the Milenkovic family. Somehow she ended up being adopted by the Fergusons. At some point in her life, she must have found out who her real parents were, being that she had her adoption papers. So the freak's got a twin sister who just so happens to be the head of the Milenkovic crime family? Yep. She's also got a little brother, Dmitri. He's Mila's dad. He's been estranged from the family since she was born. No one's heard from him since he left Russia. There's more. It turns out the Milenkovics had a rival family. You're not gonna believe it. The Dragoviches. You've got to be kidding me. As in Zara Dragovich? She was the daughter of Alexei Dragovich. He was killed by Ferguson's biological father. How does Drago tie into all this? I have no idea. Do the girls know about Joan? They must. Wait, they must know where she is. Jake, go find Irina and Mila and bring them to my office. Now. Good morning. Hey, good morning. You want some breakfast? Coffee and toast is fine. You always did love bread. Well, I am a creature of habit. Bad habits. Did you do what you needed to do the other day? I did. Good. Now we can go have some fun. Yep. I was thinking boxing. Boxing? How do you feel about the police? Fuck the police. That's my girl. What are you up to, Lou? Come on, I'll fill you in on the way there. I forgot to turn off the TV. I'll be right back. A woman found with her head bashed in and buried in a freshly dug grave meant for someone else's funeral has been identified as Ophelia Keene, mother of Rebel Keene, a prisoner who was murdered in Wentworth Correctional Center by the True Paths mass murderer Sheila Bausch, whom in turn was killed by Keene's lover, career criminal Louise Kelly. Kelly was released from Wentworth several days ago following an overturned conviction for blowing up part of the prison and causing over a dozen casualties, including British terrorist and hacker Judy Bryant. Authorities are looking to question her and see if she can be eliminated as a suspect. We'll keep you posted on any upcoming developments. Fucking Lou. Come in. I've got Westfall here. Thank you, Miss Miles. Come in, Bridget. Have a seat. Why did you want to see me? Who burned your hand in the steam press? I did. You did? It was an accident. I'd never used a steam press before. Bridget, you're a smart individual. You're not like the other women. You have a life, a career, a fiancé. It would be in your best interest to tell me who did this to you. I can help you. If you tell me who did this, I'll have them transferred to Blackmore. They'll never hurt you again. Like I said, it was an accident. An accident. I understand why you don't want to lag, but you must understand that unless you do, I can't help you. Who said I need your help? Very well then. I have a meeting with Frankie later this afternoon. Her and I are friends. Maybe she can tell me who burned your hand. You know, Bridget, you're a lucky woman to have someone like Frankie. A very Lucky woman. You can go on back to your unit now. Any word from Ferguson? Not yet. You know, Will, I'm starting to feel like, I don't know, what if it wasn't the freak? Who else could it be? Kidnapping your cat and sending you her tail as a Christmas gift? It's classic Ferguson. Come in. I've got Irina and Mila here. Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Come on in, ladies. What is this all about? We called you ladies in here to ask you some questions. We want the truth from you two. Irina, your mother is Sasha Milenkovics, correct? Yes, she is my mother. And Mila, your father is Dmitry Milenkovics, right? Yes, but I do not know him. He abandoned me when I was a baby. I'm sorry to hear that, Mila. Girls, what do you know about your aunt, Joan? We don't have an aunt. Who the fuck is this Joan you speak of? You watch your mouth, young lady. Joan Ferguson. She is Sasha's identical twin sister. What are you talking about? What is this, huh? My mama does not have a sister. What are these lies? It's all true. If it is true or not, what does this Joan have to do with us? Nothing. We just thought maybe her family would like to know what became of her. Irina, maybe you should let your mother know. Your Aunt Joan, she died during the explosion. She was one of the many casualties. Mr. Stewart's out there waiting to take you back to your unit. Thanks for your time, ladies. What do you think, Vera? They were telling the truth. They had no idea who Joan is. Do you know? Have you heard what's happened to Bridget? Yes, we know. Well, what are you going to do about it, huh, Mr. J? You need to calm down. You know better than anyone what it's like in there. Vera and I both questioned her separately, and she says it was an accident. She said she burned herself. Frankie, she won't lag. Maybe she'll tell you what happened. Can you give her an appointment with me, Mr. J? Frankie, you promised you wouldn't get involved in any of the women's shit. I'm not. I just want to help, that's all. Good morning, ladies. What's so good about it? Waking up in this rat trap, stuck in this modern day torture chamber on wheels. Nancy, it could be worse. You're lucky you're not stuck in this torture chamber on wheels forever. Thank you for coming. Is everything in place? Yes, everything is in order. My men have been instructed to do exactly as you've said. There'll be 4 men planted in the visitors' room, waiting to visit with the girls. Once the girls are on the visit, the guard, Linda Miles, she will set off a smoke bomb. During the commotion, one of my men will grab the girls. Another will grab the guard, and she'll use her swipe card to get them all through the gates and out onto Sallyport, where there'll be a van waiting. Once they reach rendezvous point number 1, there'll be a vehicle waiting to take the girls to the airport, where you'll be waiting in a private jet to take you all back to Moscow. The guard will be killed, and that will be that. Nothing can go wrong. We only have one chance to do this, so everything must go according to plan. Don't worry about a thing, Miss Milenkovics. You've paid my men well. There will be no mistakes. This Friday at 2 p.m., you just make sure the girls are ready. No, you do not give me instructions. I am in charge here. You just make sure there are no errors made, or you die. But don't worry, I'll make sure to cut your penis off and send it to your wife so that she can still pleasure herself in your absence. Forgive me, Miss Milenkovics, I meant no harm. Nobody makes a move until I say so. Mila, are you here? Over here. I spoke to my mama. Did you ask Aunt Sasha about that woman? Joan Ferguson? Is she really our aunt? I did not get a chance to ask. Mama is coming for us, Mila. It is happening this Friday at 2 p.m. Finally, we are getting out of this place. Just a few more days and we'll be free. Frankie will be dead and Bridget will be in here, rotting for the rest of her life. You sure you want to do this, love? Hell fucking yeah. Okay, so you just go in there and do what I told you to do. And do not take no for an answer. Nobody tells me no. And you already know what happens when they do. Yep, that's why we get along so well. Hola. Who's in charge here? I am. You looking to learn how to box? I'm looking to speak to Rita Connors. And you are? I'm Michelle. One of my friends told me about you. She said that you could box your ass off, and if I needed to get into fighting shape fast, that I should come and see you. Oh yeah? Who's your friend? Susan? Susan Jenkins? Boomer? You know Boomer? We grew up together. I came back to Australia for work and I looked her up. I was not surprised when I found out she was doing time in Wentworth. So you're looking for a trainer? Yes, ma'am. I used to box a little bit when I was a kid and shit, and then like being back here brought back some childhood memories, and I decided I'd give boxing a shot again, just for fun. Fair enough. Well, you can sign up at the desk over there and we can get started tomorrow if you want. Sounds good. There's just one issue. Because of work, I can't leave my house. I work long hours from home and I only have a few hours of free time. So I'm not going to be able to drive down here for no lessons. So I'm going to need private training sessions. Is that even a possibility? We do offer private sessions, just not with me. Well, I refuse to be trained by anyone else but you. Boomer told me nobody fights like you. She said you're the best. How much you charge for these private lessons anyway? $75 an hour. I'll pay you double. I really need these sessions. Alright, look, the truth is, I came back to Australia to get away from my ex-husband, alright? He used to use me as a fucking punching bag for years, until I finally had the courage to divorce his punk ass. He swore he'd find me one day and kill me. And so I just want to be able to defend myself against him and any other man who tries to put their fucking hands on me, alright? Please, Rita. I'm sorry to hear that. Look, I'll only be available for the next 2 weeks. After that, I'll be going away for a long time. 2 weeks training with you is better than nothing. I'll take it. Okay, then. Thank you so much, Rita. I am looking forward to this. Our first session could be this Friday, around 2 p.m. That's good? Friday at 2 is fine. Perfect. I'll see you then. So, did she bite? She sure the fuck did. I gave her a sob story about having an abusive ex-husband and how she's the best boxing trainer in all the land and blah, blah, blah. That bitch will be at the house this Friday at 2 p.m. Good job, babe. Aren't you glad I came back to Australia? Yeah, come in. I've got Westfall here to see you, Miss Doyle. Well, it's about fucking time. I have a job to do, you know. I'm in no rush to play personal escort so you and your lover can have a private rendezvous. Oh, spare me your bullshit and let her in. Now. You haven't changed as much as people think you have ya? Fuck off, Smiles. There she is. Get out! Frankie, calm down. I'll be back to get you in half an hour. Gidget, who burned your hand in the steam press? Listen to me, Frankie. Just tell me. I can't help you unless you tell me who did it. I've been set up. The car crash, the explosion, it was all a fucking setup. How do you know for sure? Because the bitch who set me up, she is in here. Irina Milenkovics, remember? What? That little bitch who threatened it was off with my head if you didn't help her get out of Mockridge? Yes, Frankie. She confronted me in the halls, and she told me flat out she'd set me up as payback. She said she's still planning of coming for you. She said she always keeps her promises. You're not safe, baby. You have to get out of Australia. No fucking way. I'm not running away. I'm not gonna just leave you in here. Don't worry about a thing, Gidge. I'm gonna take care of this. I'll talk to Will and the GM, and I'll tell them what's going on. They can help us. The GM? Yeah, Erica Davis. Were you still an inmate when she worked here before? Yeah. She wasn't here long. I didn't really interact with her much. Time's up. Let's go, Westfall. We'll speak again soon. What do you want? You must think I'm an asshole, but I swear I'm not. What I said before, it was so messed up. It was wrong. It was insensitive, Nancy. I know. I'm sorry, Allie. I know I screwed up. The women told me about you. About how brave you are. How you took on Luke Kelly defending Boomer. How you cut her fucking finger off. That's pretty badass. It was dumb. It didn't stop her from being a bully. No, but it showed the women how loyal you are and how you're willing to go all the way. You're fearless. You don't know me at all, but I'd love to get to know you. You can trust me, Allie. I don't have any ulterior motives. Yeah, well, the last person I trusted stabbed me in the back. Literally. I gotta go. Oi, get up, you piece of shit. Frankie, at long last we meet. I can see why Bridget agreed to marry you. You're gorgeous. Shut your fucking mouth. I know what you did to Bridget, and I will not let you get away with it. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You're lucky I'm not the same person I used to be, or you'd be dead right now. You are the one who's going to be dead. I'm not afraid of you, bitch. You sleep with one eye open, but even then you won't see it coming. Привет, Mila. Привет, Papa. Did Irina speak with Sasha? Da. They will be coming for us this Friday at 2 p.m. Good. You just do everything Sasha says and leave the rest up to me. When the time comes, I will kill Irina. I want my face to be the last thing she sees before she dies. I want her to know it is me who has taken her life. Then we can go back home and you can make amends with grandmother. She won't forgive me. I'm dead to her. Papa, I do not understand. What did you do that was so wrong? I fell in love with your mother, your mom. She was the love of my life. My mom threatened to disown me if I didn't break it off with her. I loved my family, but I loved your mom more. She was my everything. We left Moscow for a while, and then your mom got pregnant with you. We were so happy. When you were born, we went back to Russia. I thought seeing you would bring peace to our family, but I was wrong. I still don't get it. Why didn't grandmother want you to be with my mama? Because she was the daughter of my family's sworn enemies, the Dragovich family. My father killed them all except for Zara, your mother. We met in college and fell in love. When we came back with you, your grandmother threatened to have Zara killed, and so we ran. We didn't want you to live a life of constant running, so we left you there. I knew my mother would raise you as a Milenkovich, but it's time you know the truth. You are half Dragovich. You have the blood of two of the most powerful crime families coursing through your veins. Never forget that. What happened to my mother? I want to see her. Where is she? She left me. She fell in love with a woman and left me to be with her. After a while, they broke up, and eventually she started working for a brothel owner and began living a life of crime. Eventually, it caught up to her. She ended up doing time right here where you are, in Wentworth. When did she get out? Tell me where she is. Mila, your mom never got out. You mean she's still in here? No, she's not still in here. She's gone, Mila. What do you mean she's gone? She was killed a few years ago by one of the women, Rita Connors. They got in a fight and Rita beat your mother to death. I'm so sorry, Mila. By the time I found out, I had already fallen out of love with your mom. I didn't seek revenge. She lived by the sword, and she died by it. I never had the chance to know my mama. And now I never will. I've had enough of this visit. I'll see you Friday. Have a pistol for me. Oh, and bring me a knife too. Something